Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kid Show, and today we have to talk about Street Fighter 6, and a lot of my friends have Street Fighter 6, and a lot of them have been thoroughly enjoying the game. Like, it seems to have an amazing launch. From what I'm seeing, it's destroying any other fighting game that's been on Steam in terms of, peak players, and it's really cool to see that, well, Street Fighter still has kick all these years later, but unfortunately, there are some individuals, particularly wild Karens, that just want to find problems where they don't exist. And I talked a little bit about this on my live stream last night, but thought it deserved its own video because, well, according to this wild Karen on the Gamer, Cammy's classic outfit should never have been brought back to Street Fighter. Now, I call this person a wild Karen, but let's actually see what Stacy Hanley actually does look like, guys, because it's pretty typical. And yep, here we go. Stacy Hanley. And this Karen, it's always a white woman. It never fails. Like, you are a stereotype, you are a Karen, and this is the editor-in-chief. The editor-in-chief of the Gamer is a Karen. So, and the thing is, I actually like the Gamer in some instances because when they just cover straight-laced news, and they cover a lot of it, that's why I actually end up, on their site a good bit. It's decent. When they involve their dumbass opinions in their articles, well, they become things worth literally dumping on. But let's go back to this. Cammy's classic outfit should never have been brought back to Street Fighter. Cammy got a much-needed makeover to Street Fighter 6, but now her old outfit is back for revenge. Look. The one thing about Street Fighter that always stands is the fact that they adhere to tradition. They love revisiting, traditional Street Fighter, those outfits. Cammy's outfit will always have a place in the Street Fighter, and if you don't like that, well, go somewhere else. Capcom has done quite a bit of censorship in their time. I mean, just look at Jill in Resident Evil 3 remake. They said they wanted to change Jill's outfit in order to make it feel more realistic. And look, I think that they should have offered a true version of the original outfit, but hey, it is what it is on that front. But here, it goes to show that Capcom, despite all of their attempts to censor women in the past with certain games, they will always adhere to oh my god, I can't talk. They will always adhere to tradition when it comes to Street Fighter, as they should. If at any point Capcom changes Cammy's outfit permanently, to me, that is the nail in the coffin, that they will cave to anything, and you can't afford to cave to these people. And unfortunately, it is dumbass articles like this that actually make developers consider how they make their games, and to take people like this seriously is my biggest concern in gaming, really. But they continue on. Street Fighter 6 has received critical acclaim ahead of launch this week, and you're the one whining and complaining about an outfit. They said, and even before we could get our thumbs around it, awkward writing, the character models were generating a lot of discussion. I mean, like, the biggest critique that some people either love or dislike about Street Fighter 6, at least when it was initially announced, was the fact that it does have a more realistic look to it. Obviously, it still isn't realistic by any means, but it's more realistic than Street Fighter has ever really been. So, that with that art style change, people have been a little iffy on it. I feel as though like it has grown on the mass majority of people. That's what I've seen personally. I mean, at least, given I see so many people genuinely enjoying the game and super hyped for that launch, that I guess that it has grown on people, or it would be wise to assume that it has grown on people. But Cammy switched her iconic green, swimsuit, right? And it's like, it's so annoying, this article. I think it's actually supposed to be a camouflage leotard, but but in reality, it was lycra and barely covering anything. I mean, so my thoughts, my sentiments, my thoughts on Cammy's new outfit for Street Fighter 6. I think it's also awesome. I think both are amazing. I'm glad that both are there because I think Cammy's new outfit looks really cool. I think it gives her a sort of like a badass vibe. And I like women that look badass because I don't like I don't like playing as females in video games that look super girly or whatever, like prissy, I guess. I don't know how to describe it properly, but I want to play as, like, if I'm gonna play as a female character in a video game, I want them to look cool. That's just, like, because that's reflective of at least my, like, what I think is my style. Obviously, I probably look like a dork, but we continue on here. And I'm just gonna skip over this because, well, and it's funny because they admit that their own article is a waste of time. You're like, oh, this is not an ill hot outfit on hot women take, but it literally is. It literally is. And they go on to use Juri and her feet as an example as to like why this dumbass opinion piece should be taken seriously. And they go on to list other characters that are, I guess, deemed as problematic or something. It, and they even go on to talk about Taylor Swift. Like, it's 2023. Get over Taylor Swift. Like, this is such a typical white woman. Were you drinking a glass of wine, of boxed wine, while you were writing this article? Like, are you kidding me? But they go on to say this article has always been kind of, I mean, this outfit has always been kind of weird. There's nothing weird about it. You just make it weird. But the extra details in Street Fighter 6, and look, this is the editor-in-chief of The Gamer that actually gets into like all these weird details, like going super extra about it. They said the solidification of a cartoonish realism and art style aims for, and the game's penchant for dramatic low angles, all combined here to make it appear ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. I'm glad that they did this, by the way. Fuck all these prudish losers that write for these websites and who claim to be gamers. And meanwhile, they don't buy video games. They just want to complain. Like Anita Sarkeesian. This is Anita Sarkeesian speak, guys. I can't. It's like everything is racist, everything is sexist. And you must call it all out. It's literally the same mantra that's being pushed to this day through other losers. He said, while her outfit is cool and fresh, and return to classic look is extremely dorky. People don't think it's dorky. Men think it's sexy, and that's why you have a problem with it. And it's like you could play as all these other characters, but you just want to complain about this one. And look, the reality is, who are the mass majority of individuals who played Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2? Men. Who are still the mass majority of people who play Street Fighter now? Still men. Still men, especially on the competitive scene. There's barely any women on the competitive scene. I mean, you obviously have your few that I've seen, obviously. But it's still predominantly men. She goes on to say, so dorky, in fact, that it comes with a built-in wedgie. She didn't even need to remind the teacher to assign homework. And the details are so extra. Like, you could tell that she did some deep diving into Cammy's crotch. It's actually kind of awkward. They said it's quite the achievement. Cammy has a washboard stomach and powerful legs, still manages to make showing her ass off seem like absolute loser behavior. You're a loser for writing this article. This article is loser behavior. They say the fabric disappears into a dark void between her cheeks, and that's called shading, but whatever. And the front, where a thin strip of tight fabric barely covers her crotch, is no better. Cammy's win pose has her put her arm behind her back in a threatening pose, as if tensing her fists all ready to strike. However, having seen it with the new outfit, it's clear that its true purpose is to cover her butthole. If your outfit choices require you to make conscious decisions about your movements in order to avoid exposing your butthole, you're wearing the wrong outfit. This is the editor-in-chief at The Gamer, and they expect to be taken seriously. They're saying that this outfit is, stupid. Meanwhile, this article is absolutely stupid. It's sad that I actually have to read this and that this is taken seriously and taken into consideration by video game developers. This is my problem, guys. That's not to mention all her high kicks and grapples. You see her fly barely covered crotch first into her opponent's face. I mean, she puts too much. You're staring at Cammy's crotch a little too much. If you have something, it's June. I'm just saying, it's June. If you want to, have your moment and come out and be praised, I think it's that time. Especially since you've been staring at Cammy's crotch quite a bit. You've been doing a lot of studying there, buddy. Once upon a time, I could see how this would have been an attractive look for Cammy. I mean, it still is, clearly, because it has you looking. Clearly, it's still attractive because you are looking, bitch. Back before we could see everything, a tight leotard and bare legs was a good fit for her military origins, while offering more sex appeal than a frampy soldier's uniform. But now that we can see so much more of it, it's clear that the outfit doesn't work. It's only back for raw fan service. So same outfit back then, not fan service. Same outfit now, somehow fan service. She says it no longer has a place in Street Fighter 6. Stacy. Just admit you hate Asian people. You hate Japanese people. Be honest, because that's clearly what you do. You clearly, like, all these people that always have problems with Japanese art. You clearly just hate Japanese art form. I'm tired of you pretending that you don't. A lot of these people do end up exposing themselves to be. They dislike Japanese art. They dislike Japanese stuff. And look, I love Japan. While I don't agree with everything that they do, particularly age of consent, but I mean, I come from America. What do you expect on that front? But the mass majority of things, I indulge in their art because it's different and I enjoy it for what it is. If you don't like Cammy's outfit, her traditional classic outfit, go play something else. Shut up. Nobody cares what you have to say. Go play Mortal Kombat 11, where you can practically see Baraka's balls hanging from his little freaking tight he's I don't know what the hell it is. He's wearing a fucking thong. Go stare at his balls, bitch. But we can't have these conversations. I mean, like, and they'll praise, like, remember when NRS came out with with Mortal Kombat 11 was like, yeah, F the fans for thinking that these outfits that we made back in the day were were acceptable. We don't do that anymore. Like, blaming the fans for outfits your company back in the day chose to create. And then you end up selling them as DLC anyway, having Sindel do a rear view, which is basically slamming her ass into her opponent's faces. All these people are just phonies. You're full of it. And I really don't care what you have to say. I will mock and shame you. And this article deserves to be mocked and shamed. I'm kind of grossed out that I had to read it yet again. I don't even want to finish it off, but Cammy's outfit is tradition. It's not fan service. I mean, I guess it is fan service because Street Fighter fans tend to love the fact that Street Fighter adheres to tradition. And Cammy's outfit is a part of that. So if you have a problem, well, don't buy any more Street Fighter games because I'm pretty sure Cammy's going to be in just about all of them. And her outfit, her classic outfit, is going to be present in some way, shape, or form. So get over it or get out. That's all I have to say about that. If you got If you guys can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this article. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. Definitely check out Kick, guys. Been streaming Diablo there. I'm actually probably going to stream Diablo right after I upload this video. But yeah, guys, with that being said, I'm out. Peace.